Hey, hey, hey. You know what time it is.
It's time for the Heart to Heart Journey to Unconditional Love podcast.
That's right. And I am your host, Alay Bloomer. That is my co host, Harlan Brown. And Harlan Brown, what's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Hey, we getting right into it. We had that heart to heart last week about why do men cheat. So you know what we going with today. We gonna figure out. This is what we gonna figure out. We gonna figure out and get the 4-1 on this. Why do women cheat? I
Why do women
told you,
cheat?
listen, I told y'all it was coming. I told y'all we were going to find out. We couldn't just put it all on the onus on the men. Women
Absolutely not.
cheat too. So let me
Yeah,
just put that out there. Because I think society believes that women so sweet, they the victims all the time. But
I don't
women
think so.
do cheat. I have a lot of female friends. I only have female friends to tell you the truth. And they give me the 411 on the things that they doing, and they give me the 411 on things that they girls are doing. And it ain't nothing pretty. And some of them act worse than men. So yeah, we had to have this. So women, don't listen. Your turn to be scrutinized. But society and my heart to heart audience, just know women do cheat. So I'm gonna give you the platform there, Harlan Brown. You take it away.
Okay, I'll take it away. Yes, women do cheat, and they cheat for a lot of reasons. Like I can,
A lot of
um,
reasons. Hold on,
a,
you
a
went
lot of
to a
reasons.
lot of reasons.
There's a lot of reasons that women cheat, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it because I'm a woman and I hear it all the time, and I see it happening all the time.
Okay.
Women cheat, like I said, like we said in the last segment, like because you don't find some that you're not getting something at home, so you go outside and look for it. Quickly wined and dined by thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. You know what? My man never takes me anywhere. So guess what? This guy wants to take me someplace. And now, now this is my entanglement. Um,
Wow.
then you get it's not necessarily, and the funny thing about when women cheat that makes me laugh is that when you meet their husband and you meet the person that they're cheating with, you're like, I don't even see where that comes into play.
Yeah.
But it is one of the things that I always find myself amused with. Women also cheat because, and I'm not going to say the woman is cheating on somebody else, but she's causing a husband to cheat, right? Because she comes to work wife. She wants to be, she listens to all the stories that the husband is not getting. She's the one who's feeding into all of the, oh, for real? What you mad at this morning? Oh, you know what? I bought you an extra egg McMuffin. I went to McDonald's and supersized my meal so you can have half of my French fries. And
Yes.
as she's getting all of the information, because secretly she's like, dang, like this is a good guy. Like this could have been, this should have been my husband. I'm out here messing with all these knuckleheads in the street. I don't mind sharing somebody else's husband because he's a really good dude, right?
I'm gonna
You know,
say
his wife.
I'm gonna say from a male's perspective, y'all. It is
Mhm.
enticing. A lot. It is enticing. A lot of women do entice you. A lot of women test you.
Yeah,
So men, be careful out there because they may be married, they may have a boyfriend, they may have a boo, they may be on this, they may be on social media with somebody else, but they flirt and they entice you, and they are for real.
absolutely, and not necessarily just the work husband. It's the work wife. You got your best circle of girlfriends that y'all hang out and drink all the time, and y'all share all your little intimate secrets together. And one friend is not necessarily the friend, because remember, Jesus sat at a table with a whole crew, and he had a Judas, right? So don't ever think there's not a Judas amongst you. And there's some things should be left between you and your spouse. It should not be talked about with your girlfriends, and your girlfriends is like, oh, okay, oh, that's what's going on. Don't think your girlfriend is not checking out what package you got coming, because he come and pick you up after y'all have y'all little brunches. He come and make sure you good and all of that. She looking at that too. She needs to have that in her life too. So why not get in where I can fit in those situations? I think for women, I think it. I think a lot of times women get in it and they get into those situations because they feel like they deserve the man. But you don't really, you all you know is parts of him. You don't even know the whole story, right? But you know that you know the parts that the wife don't like, and you gonna fill in on on those situations. But that's that like and then men get mad, and I'm gonna say that men get mad because women be like, oh yeah, that's your little friend now. Like, and men usually get upset. Women know game. We see the game that's being played. We just trying to tell you, but it's like we can't really say anything because we gotta let you see for yourself. But then how far do you let it go before then it's all of a sudden now, oh, my wife is jealous, or my girl is jealous. She's not jealous. She sees the game, she understands what's happening. So she's just trying to let you know. So don't always think, oh, my girl just overreacting, or she just jealous, or we understand the game. There's not many women who could get kicked that, and I'm gonna put that out there flat. There's not many women who don't have a friend who know that girl is up to something that she shouldn't be up to, and she will never bring her man around that person.
Yeah, and I'm gonna elaborate on something you said where I'm gonna kick this to the women. You said that women feel that they deserve to have that type of man that is displaying to who you are, who their best friend's man is. You
Mhm.
do deserve it. I'm not going to say you don't deserve it, but you don't deserve that man. That man is not yours. You
Right,
deserve that with the man that chooses you. And I'm gonna say it like that. Not that you chose, the man that chooses you. So let me give you
right.
a little something. I know we had a podcast before about let the if the man who chooses a wife finds a good thing. That is why men choose the wife. When women choose the man, they're asking for trouble because they chose that man. That man is going to take
Every time.
advantage of that because you showed him interest. You told him that you want this, and he's going to play it just like that. So be careful about that. And again,
Every
you
time.
deserve, don't get me wrong, you deserve everything that you have coming to you, not what you see another man doing for your friends or your sister or your sorority sisters or your soror, your co-worker. That's not for you. That's for that woman and that woman alone. What you gonna get is you're gonna get something special to you if you have the patience. And I'm gonna say that. So I didn't mean to steal that little thunder that you have going over there, Harlem Brown. But go ahead, because I'm more curious to know why women cheat and have this laundry list like I gave y'all. I'm curious to see what else you got going on over there and why the women cheat.
I think a lot of the reasons that you spoke about with men are actually the same. It's very similar. Like, if you grow up in a family where you see women do that, right, and you see that that's okay, or you grew up in a family where your mom just dated a lot because your dad wasn't there, so she dated a lot. You
Yeah.
overhear conversations that you shouldn't be overhearing as a child, and you realize that, oh, that's what the game is. That's what the game is. Or unfortunately, I've known some people who have moms that'll say like, don't tie your dad, don't tie yourself down to that one dude. Like, this other guy like you, and this, put yourself out there. I mean, I think there's a lot of times where it is, you do get it from family, you get it from friends, you get it from, I mean, you get it from a lot of people. I mean, I got it. One of my friends told me that one time years ago. I was in a relationship, and she's just like, "Why are you not talking to him? He come over here all the time. He like you." And I'm like, "But I'm in a relationship." I mean, but we could get in the clubs for free, and he do all of this, and he does this. And I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, you selling me out to date him, so so I can have my friends have a good time. Don't put yourself in that predicament, because my grandmother always said, when it's time to pay the piper, you the only one standing there, right?
Right.
You done got all of the freebies, and now when it's time to pay the piper, everybody like, okay, girl, you go
See
ahead.
ya. Right.
You're like, you're standing there by yourself, and now you have to decide what you're going to do and how you're going to fix it. Um, a lot of times women think, I think that women on the job have work, I think a lot of times women on the job have those work husbands because they feel the work husband is more concerned. And to me, I think it's game. But I think,
Oh,
I think
definitely.
with the work husband, I think that's a lot of game because it's just like the work wife. It's just a lot of game. So what's going on? So how you doing? What do you do? Man, he don't deserve you, girl. You need something better than that. Like you need to, and then you find yourself in another entanglement. Like stop feeding into all of these different. I think a lot of women feed into these things because if a man find out what you lacking or where he can get in on that hurt piece or where you're weak at some point where you're complaining about, I just wish I had somebody, to do this for me. I can do that for you. Come on,
That's
we gotta
that,
stop.
and I'm going way back to Eddie Murphy. That's that Dexter St. Jacques. You know what I mean? Hey, that always stuck in my head because that can happen. I mean, and listen, if you're not, there's a song out there, "Take Care Home," because if you don't take care of home, somebody else will. That's right.
Right. And then there's the vacation friends. Let's not forget the vacation friends. Those
Oh,
are the friends that go twerk on top of the tables at brunch and get drunk. And because we out of town don't count. Come on, stop playing. Like you gonna bring like 99 strangers to your villa for what? Like, what are we doing?
yeah.
So I think it's all about respecting the person that you with. And women stop thinking, oh well, my friend said he seen my man with this girl, so he gonna find out. I'll show him. You're not really showing nobody anything when you do stuff like that. You putting yourself in a bad predicament. If you feel that your husband or your significant other is cheating, have the conversation, talk about it, and just explain it. Like I just explain how you feel because at the end of the day, if you're trying to outdo a man from doing something that he may not even be doing, you're just putting yourself in harm's way, and you bringing shame on yourself, you bringing shame on your relationship, and not to mention that you're taking that man through something that he shouldn't even have to be going through in the first place, right?
Yeah,
So
it's crazy. I mean, I have been privy, and I used to tell a lot of women, when we had conversations. And that's probably one of the reasons why I started the podcast in the first place, is because a lot of women were naive and saying, women don't cheat like that. And I'm like, you guy, you in for a rude awakening. I'm surprised. I'm glad that you are not exposed to it the way that I've been exposed to it, but I've seen a lot of women cheat. First hand, second hand, by word of mouth, by everything. I mean, it's crazy because you grow up with this, you grow up with this fascination that women are so this, and they will never be out there because they never want to be called names like those
it's
those
cool
names
now.
those names. Yeah, it's like a cool thing. I'm like, really? Well,
Yeah,
if they
it's
can
cool
do it, I
now.
can do it
That's
too.
something that is
I'm like,
look,
ooh,
that's so cool now. People got names for it. People got reasons why they do it, and it's. I mean, aging myself back in my day, that was not cool that whatsoever. And so a lot of times, and then it became very popular, and then everybody is doing it. Like,
yeah,
and they're also doing it and bragging about doing it with somebody's man. Like, why would I even say like, yeah, that's why I got your man? Like, what? Um,
wow. So the jump off has become cool.
Oh, yeah, she's really the bomb in some areas, but at the end of the day, like, how do you feel as a jump ball? Because you you don't have anything. You really
Uh,
don't have anything as a
wow.
jump ball.
And
What
I
do
mean,
you
I
get?
know. Here's the other thing. I know a lot of women who took one for the team. And that's crazy. But it is what it is. You're going out with your friends and you're meeting a guy, he's real cool, and he asks you have any friends, and you come out and now you caught yourself and you're really in an entanglement because now you're out of town, now you're doing this, and you again a little bit of what is that? They call that truth serum. That you get that courage juice in you, and now you're just doing anything that's out there, and it don't even have to be Vegas anymore. That's the crazy part.
No,
But
it's
I'm, I'm,
everywhere.
I'm just curious to know the psyche of women um, when they cheat, because I know they're supposed to, even we talked on this podcast, oh, women are more nurturing, they're more, they want to be more like, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? They're so sensual and they're this and they
Right.
just,
So you would think that a woman would be more connected in a not a in
there
more
you go.
connected in a sexual relationship than when people say men are not necessarily connected. They can just,
Right.
have sex and walk away.
It
And
don't
that
mean
is
nothing.
something
Yeah.
that's something that's really real. I don't I'm almost hesitant to bring it up, but
Go ahead. Bring it
it's
up.
really real. It's
You got
because
no
of the
heart to
fact
heart.
that when you sleep with when you sleep with a man, when you sleep with a man, you are taking in all of his issues, all of his everything, right? And I'm gonna
Oh,
say
we
this
got
for real
issues now.
because
Is that what it
a
is? We
lot of
got
women
issues.
a lot of women don't see that. Yeah, that's cute. Y'all was, and this is the thing. Oh, we was using condoms for a little while, but then it got good, and now you don't want to anymore. But now you still got this tie to this dude, right? So that's why I cannot
Yeah,
believe
you can.
anybody can have, like, women can have random sex. I don't know about a man's feelings. I don't know. I can't
Yeah.
speak on that, but I can speak on a woman's feelings that when you get with somebody, and it's a comedian that says something like, because the D go to your heart, right? She's like, when it hits your heart, it's over, right? And so it's one of those things that make me laugh. When she said it, I could not stop laughing. But it's true. Like, you playing games until it hits your heart, right? And come on, it hit your heart after the second time. You're like, oh, but you know what? He just, I'm not really getting with him like that. But you find yourself sneaking around. You find yourself making yourself available. You
Yeah.
find yourself, oh my God, he called at 5 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't asleep. I wasn't asleep. Girl, you was
No,
asleep. You
no,
was
here's the kicker. I'm gonna tell you what the kicker is. The
What's
kicker
the
is
kicker?
if y'all ever to go out and then and go out and see each other, not going out together or he with his boys and you with your girls, and y'all just happen to be at the same establishment, and he's talking to somebody else and not giving you that
Ooh,
attention like that. That's when it hits a woman. That's
it
when it
it hits
hits a
her. It
woman.
hits
And
her when
I'm gonna
she sees
tell
him
you,
out.
I've seen it firsthand, and it is not anything pretty. Y'all, like you said, we just kicking it, we ain't all that, we this and that. But then
Come on.
when she sees him with somebody else and talking to
That's what I'm
somebody else,
telling you.
more close and intimate, like, and they could be innocent, it could just be whatever, but whoo, it's
I'm
something to
telling you.
see. So yeah.
I'm telling you, it is. I'm
I'm,
telling you that women cannot do it. People can say they brave all they want to. They can
hey,
say they can
look,
do it all they want to,
men
but
can't
they
do it.
cannot do it. I
Yeah.
guarantee. I know they can't do it.
Look,
There's
quiet
no
as
such
some
thing.
men can't do it, and some men get caught up in that circle like that. Now, I'm gonna leave it up to you. You ready to drop the scripture? Because I got to drop a scripture.
Yeah, drop
All
it.
right, let's do this. Let's do this.
Because this scripture to me is this scripture to me is every bit of what I'm talking about when I say that women think they can slick talk and get into things and don't have no effect. They affect themselves and the people around them. So the scripture is Proverbs 3 through 5. I'm sorry, 3 through 4, because I'm not gonna go to 5 because 5 is
Okay.
horrible.
Well, go
For
ahead
the
and read that
lips
for the audience.
For the lips of the adulterous woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end, she is bitter as gall, sharp as a double edged sword.
She is in the end. She is bitter
Bitter,
as
bitter,
gold.
bitter as gall. You know it. She's bitter as gall. Do you realize what that is? Like that's nasty. Like that, and trust me, like you bitter. Like now, think about all of the bitterness that you see when people rolling it. Like he ain't this thing. He. Why are you so bitter, boo? Because in the beginning it was that's my boo. I don't care about him. He can do what he wants to do. And then, but when you with him, that's a different story, right? Whatever the pillow talk is going on, that's good. But as soon as y'all hit that street, and y'all supposed to be just good. Oh, we good, right? We good. Okay, you go your way, I go my way. Now we meet up in the club, and your girlfriend's is like, "Ain't that your side piece? No, he ain't in here with somebody. Come on, bitter. Come on, bitter."
Yes,
And
and she
then
ready to fight, and she ready to fight her. And like,
right,
oh, whoa, slow your roll.
right,
That's the crazy part.
right.
She ready to fight her. Oh, and that's not even, and she married, and she ready to fight another woman, which is not even her husband. That
Thank you.
she's fighting over. That's that's the part
True.
that I trip out on all the time. I
You want to
trip out
see
on
something
all
funny? Look, you want to see something funny? Let the husband be with the wife when they run into the side piece out with another person. Child, that date is
the
over. I'm ready to go home.
time.
I got a headache. My stomach hurt. My feet
Yes.
shoes don't fit. Like, what's wrong with you? Always like when
Yes.
you was
Like
hyped in
we
the
having
car,
a
we
good
was singing
time.
too.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it's unfortunate one that people cheat, and I'm just gonna put it general,
Yeah,
but even more disheartening when you know that women are cheating because of all the goodness that they get for when men cheat on them. And I think that's what everybody is so concerned with them, so empathetic with them because why did you get a divorce or why did you whatever? Oh, he cheated on me. I couldn't take it no more. So we as a society side with women. But when they go on the other side of the coin, that's something different. And I'm just against society and heart to heart audience. Women do cheat, and some cheat
absolutely.
more than men do. And
Absolutely.
don't be deceived because it is out there like that. But it's crazy that it's similar to why men cheat. And I mean, I wouldn't think it would be. I thought it would be something totally different, like they're neglected, um, or revenge. That's
Oh,
big.
revenge. We didn't even talk about revenge, but yeah,
Yeah,
revenge cheating is horrible because you're not paying anyone back. You're making yourself look crazy.
make
Like
yourself look crazy. Yeah,
why are we even out here going, oh,
yeah,
I can get more than he get? Like, girl,
yeah.
stop. What are you
And,
doing? Why
but
are you
but
putting
then
yourself out there?
what's crazy is I think they don't understand this because some women go out there and they find a younger man thinking that they have a
Hmm.
connection, and he makes a mockery and a fool of them.
Oh, absolutely.
It was
We
his
like
conquering.
that's a
It was
whole
his
different
conquering.
podcast.
Yeah.
These
Oh,
young
I got
men
an
and
older
these
women, and he laughing with his boys over there. Yeah, I hit that. Yeah, I had her doing all types of things to me, and
exactly.
you thinking that you generally had a connection and it was better than what her husband, the attention her husband was getting, and she's
No,
in for a big time surprise because that dude was just trying to get a little something, and that was a notch on his belt.
yeah.
And I think that's the part that then they cry to their friends, why? Like, really? Like, nah, sweetie. You knew that this was a possibility, but you was big and bad and all that and thought you could do a tit for tat. It don't work that way. Don't work that
And
way.
a lot of times I feel like, women think they can get away with it because they're more sneakier and they're not, nobody will find out. And you play that game, but you're not being sneaky. Because like I said, when you sleep with a man, you are connected. Like I don't care what anybody told you. There is some kind of connection. You are not going to you're not going to have the brave face that you got with your girls after you don't have 15 margaritas or a pitcher of margaritas. that
Yeah.
you're not gonna have all of that spunk, all of that charisma when you walk up, when you even people who are on social media. Now y'all know, y'all see somebody, y'all see y'all boo on the page with somebody else and they smiling, or a picture gets circulated and somebody like it. Who is
Yeah.
that liking it? Come on, we gotta stop playing those games, because it's real out here, and people,
Yeah.
and especially nowadays, you need to really be careful who you dealing with, because you don't know what
Yeah.
kind of pressures people are under, and you don't want to go out there cracking on somebody's husband or snapping on somebody's wife and trying to get what's like. You don't want that smoke. So
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
don't cheat. Don't cheat.
I
It's
don't
not
even
even
think.
worth
No,
it.
look, I don't even think they say you don't want that smoke no more. What is wrong with you? You
Okay,
better
I'm
get it
sorry.
with
I'm old. I'm an old chick. I'm an old chick.
the
I'm gonna
But
say
yeah,
what's relevant to me.
that's some smoke that they don't want to. They think they big and bad enough for it. They think they're adult enough for it. But when it really truly happens, they're not ready. They're not ready for prime time. They're not
You're
ready for.
never going to be ready for that. So
They're
just
not ready for
know that
prime
you will
time.
never be ready for that. No matter how big and bad you think you are, you will never be ready for that.
Well,
You
I'm
only
gonna give
hurting
you.
yourself.
I'm gonna give you the last words. Any last words that you have for this podcast? I think you did a great job in explaining it. It's unfortunate that women are out there like that. Just stop, women. Just stop. Just be the woman that you are. That's not going to make you feel any better, because at the end it says, but in the end, she is bitter as gall, sharp as a double-edged sword, and you don't never want your life to be like that. So
Absolutely
read that
not. And let me
Proverbs
tell
5,
you,
4, and 3.
I
I
didn't
think
tell
it's
you
four.
what Proverbs 5 said. Proverbs 5 said that her feet go down to death. Her steps lead
Wow.
straight to the grave. Seriously.
Wow. Well,
Seriously. Like
yeah,
this.
you definitely should have added that. So really look into that, and audience, just take a look at that and just understand that this is real life. It's not a
It
game.
is. It
And
is.
the older you get, the less time that you have, and you want to cherish it. You want to, live life in peace and happiness, and be joyful all the time. And don't get caught up in these games with men who play the games. And I'm gonna say I'm a man, so I don't condone what my brothers do to you guys, but it is what it is. Just don't fall into the trap, and
I
put
say the
yourself
same for
surround
women.
yourself around more positive women, and surround yourself about. I know. Listen, I'm gonna say this from a man's point of view. Even being who I am, and I tried to talk to, and again, that's probably why I got caught in the same place, because I tried to talk to women who I thought they could be flipped. Like I thought they could be flipped. Like, oh yeah, I got game, I got enough game, but they stood firm in who they were. They stood firm in saying, listen, I'm married. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't come at me like that, and don't disrespect me like that. I had
Or
so
my
much
husband.
respect for them because they came back at me like that. And I was like, you're a good sister. Stay that way. You need to teach some of your other sisters to be that way. So I commend those women who like that, again, like I commend the men, because I don't want all women getting a bad rap for this, because of
Right.
those out there cheating, and I don't want all men to get a bad rap because they feel that this is the nature of us, and all of us are not like that. And I'm
Right.
glad there's some men out there holding the torch, and I'm glad there's women out there who are holding the torch. So stand firm, stay firm, and stand firm in that. So that's my last words. You got anything else you want to say on that?
No, just well, I always say no and then say something. Read Proverbs. Read Proverbs 5, 3, and 5, 3 through 5. So you can really understand how dangerous it is. And if you get into Proverbs and you see how women are talked about in Proverbs in the different ways that it should make you feel a way to want to be a more righteous person, a more righteous woman, than be that seductive woman who is only out, trying to smooth talk people. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's my last words. That's my last
All right. Well, you know what I gotta do, right? You know what I gotta say. Is trying to do something will keep you in your same place, but when you actually do something, your place has no limitations. I am your host, Elaine Bloomer. That is my co-host, Holland Brown, And we see you in the next
See you,
week, next
see you
podcast.
next podcast. See you next podcast.
Absolutely.